Hello everyone, welcome to the class on MS Excel. In this class, we'll discuss about entering text data and numerical values in MS Excel worksheet. So already I have discussed about this workbook, and in this workbook we can work on multiple sheets parallelly. And while working on multiple sheets parallelly, and each sheet will work on cell. When we talk about cell, cells are defined by rows and column, where you can see the rows in the form of number and the columns are there in the form of vertical here in the form of alphabets. Already I have discussed about this, where your last column is except D and the total number of columns are 16,384. Total number of rows are 10,48,576. Already I have discussed about this. Now imagine you want to enter some values data here. Now like you can see here written monthly expense sheet. Okay, so what I can do, I can select everything, and if I click on wrap test, so everything came in one cell only. That is the one way, Control Z to undo the work. Or what I can do, I can just select certain cells and I can click on merge and center. So you can see that. So all the occupancy is being restricted to much more cells, and then you can see a broader vision here. And here what I can do, I can click on thick outside border, or if you want, you can put some color here. It's up to you. And suppose here the data I need to put for the 2 months, January and February, and maybe I want to put rent data, maybe rent is 10,000, or maybe that is constant. Okay. I just put some dummy entry telephone bill. I can enter as maybe a telephone bill is 3,500. Then here it came 3,650. Credit card bill, although that can come very much. I'm just putting some dummy value 25,000, 26,500. Some dummy values I'm putting. Food expenses is 6,000. Okay, maybe this is still 6,000 only. Electricity bill 1,200 and maybe 1,250. Some values I'm putting. Now I want to do the sum of this. Okay, so if I want to do the sum of this, how I can do the sum? One way to do the sum, like first of all, you need to understand that whenever you want to enter any numerical value, you have to start with equal sign. Then you can write 10,000 plus 3,500 plus 25,000 plus 6,000 plus 1,200. That is a one way of doing. Okay. Okay. So 45,700. Then here you have to do 10,000. Then 3,650 plus 26,500. 26. Okay. There's always a possibility that you make a mistake. 26,500 plus 6,000 plus 1,250. Okay, so 47,400. Okay, you got the sum here. That is the one way manual doing the work. Or this way, it's very complicated in the way that imagine if you have the data of lot of months and all, then manual entries and all would consume lot of your time. So what I can do instead of that, I can just go here, click on this cell plus, then 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 click on this cell. I got the sum. Here I can do equal, click on the first cell plus, click on the second cell plus, click on the third cell plus, click on the fourth cell plus, click on the last cell. Okay, that way I can do. Or what I can do, I can just write equal sum. Okay, and I can click on this cell, comma, 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 then click on this cell. Okay, so that is another way. Okay, so now once you're done with this, you just copy this, and if you paste it here, it will automatically will do the work. And if you press F2, you can even check the formula also. The work what you have done, if you want to check the work, you can press F2 and then you can see your work also. So to confirm the work. Okay, that is another way of doing the work. Okay, guys. So what else you can do here? The other way you can just write equal sum. Okay, then go to the first cell, any cell. Either you can start from this cell and then press shift and select everything. Okay, you can go till any limit, it's up to you. So select all the cells. Okay, and then you will get the answer. Okay, like here, write equal sum, bracket opened, go to the first cell. Okay, and then press shift and select all the cells, select enter. You will get the answer. Okay, like here, equal sum. Okay, go to the first cell, shift, then right arrow, close bracket, enter. Okay, once you're done with this, you can copy this word, Control C, and then you can do Control V. Control C is for copy, Control V for paste, Control X is for cut. Okay, that is a one way. Okay, or what you can do, just come here and you'll see you'll get a cross here. The moment you see there's no cross, right? You'll get a dark single like doji. If you know understand technical analysis, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There's something called doji or cross sign you'll get. Just do double click, you'll get all the value. Understood everyone? So then if you want to do the sum, what else you can do? The shortcut keys alt equal. Done. Your work is done. Control C, Control V. Come here, you press Alt equal, done. Then double click here. Now here also you can do Alt equal. If you do left side or if you do from top to bottom, anyway you'll get the same value. Then what I can do, I can just select this data. I can go here, I can put thick outside border or I can use Alt border. The shortcut key for this shortcut key for thick outside border and all border, Control Z, Control Z. What is the shortcut key? Select this data, Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow, Alt H B A, Alt H B T. Thick outside border and all border. Okay, now if you see in telephone bill, only BI is coming. You can do double click here. Okay, this will increase the width of the column. Okay, that is the way to do this. You can change the color of the content, what you have written. Some other color, if you want, you can change this color. Up to you. You can press Control B for bold, Control I for italic, Control U for underline. Okay, all this you can do by yourself. Control. So that is way you can do the work. Fine, everyone. I hope you have understood the how we can do sum and all. Fine. So here, the other way, like sometime if the data, whatever the data what you're entering is not relevant for you, okay, what you can do, you can use the function called rand between. Rand between will generate the random number. If you're simply looking for some random number, maybe 10,000 to maybe 25,000, something I just wrote. Okay, you copy this and I just paste in other cell. Okay, the actual data and all is not relevant for me. Okay, so I just copied and pasted on January and February. Now the problem with this function rand between is that this it's keep on generating random number. Okay, so the first time once you're done with getting the random number, what is the first thing you should do? Go and change those random number, remove the formula. If you see the formula, there each cell is using this formula. So first remove this formula. For that, copy that, Control C, go to paste and click on paste value. Okay, the shortcut key for paste value is Alt ESV. Okay, you can see this now there's no formula. So Control C, Alt ESV. So that is paste value. So once you're done with this, so possibly doing calculation become, I believe, easier for you, right? You can do the calculation is very easily. So like guys, here I wrote January and February. Okay, now imagine suppose if I want to insert column here, the shortcut key for that is Control Shift plus sign. Okay, you can do that, although it does not look logical. So fine. So you here I wrote January and February. Okay, here imagine I don't want to do the calculation for the 2 month. I want more month data. I can select this. If you want to delete this cell, control minus. Okay, so I got January and February. I want to write other months also. Either you can write manually the month, or what you can do, you drag it, just drag it. You got all the month: March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And here you can write the total. Here I can write the total. Okay, I just delete these entries. Okay. These are anyway over random data. So I can write equal a rand between some random number you put. The answer what you want, I want it to be between 10,000 to 25,000. Close bracket, enter, copy that, control C, select all the data, control V. Okay, you got the random number. Once you got, remove the formula, control C, alt ESV. Then, so you got the random number between 10,000 to 25,000. Okay, now these are the random number what you get. Okay, 1 minute, and just let me remove the color of this. Okay, fine. So if I want the total, alt equal to, you got the total, control C, control V. Okay, and here there is a mistake. Total should be alt equal. This should not be a random number. It should be the sum of random number what we have generated. Alt equal sign. So I hope this part is clear with all of you. Let me put border, control shift right arrow, down arrow, alt HBA, alt HBT. Okay, done with this. Fine. If you are getting a value of larger number, if you want, you can put comma also. Okay, I don't want decimals and all. So I just remove the decimals. Clear, everyone? I hope this part is clear with all of you. Now imagine if you want to know the percentage of each component. Maybe you want to draw a pie chart or something. Okay, so for that time being, this January to December data is not relevant for me. So if I want, I can hide this. So for that, before that, I remove this merge and center. Okay, if you want, you can put in one cell. Fine. So here, let me just uncolor this. Yeah. So what I can do here, guys, I just hide these column. So just select the, how will you select the column? Control space bar, then shift right arrow. If you do, you can select the cells. The shortcut key to hide the column is control 0, or you can use mouse. Okay, so now I have made January to December data hidden. And suppose here I want to know the percentage of each component. Alt H. What is the way to put the border? Alt HBA, Alt HBT. Okay, now imagine if I want to calculate the percentage value. So what I can do for that, just take this total, divide by the grand total. Okay, now this way you got the answer. You will get the percentage, but not in decimal. Sorry, not in percentage sign, you got in decimal. This, then divide by this. Okay, fine. Now, if you do control D, you can take the formula from top. Instead of copying this formula, control C, then pasting it here. Okay, if you do that, it will do the same work. You can use function F2 to check the formula. Now you realize I wanted the data of credit card to be divided by total value. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, guys, please understand that if certain cells cannot be changed. Okay, they if they don't want to being the part of absolute referencing. Absolute referencing is the concept on which Excel data calculation based on. This divide by this. Okay, but next time, what I want next time, I don't want that N5 by N10. So that's why I want to fix the N9 cell, which have the total values. Okay, you can do that work. Okay, and then if you do the total sum of this all equal, you should get one value. Clear, everyone? You can check the formula and all what formula we have done. You can use function F4. You can use function F4 to fix the cell. Certain cells values you don't want to be the part of relative referencing. You want it to be more fixed. So that way, if you do, you can get the values like here, like this. And then I can select this, click on percentage, and your work is done. Fine, if you want, you can even create the pie chart also for this data. Just select this, go to insert. Here pie chart is there if you want. You can even create this data. We'll talk about plotting graphs and all. That time we'll discuss more about these concepts. Clear, we'll try to make a separate videos on this only of diagrams and graph. I hope you know about pie charts and all. So I just wanted to communicate this message. Okay, so percentage here, when you're doing, you can just fix the cell. Okay, just use this cell, divide by this cell. And then what you can do if you press function F4, that cell got fixed. Clear, everyone? Just go and put plus sign here and increase the decimal. Fine, everyone. So this part I believe is clear with all of you. So here in this session, we talked about something called how we can fix the cell. For fixing the cell, either you can use dollar sign before row and before column, or you just put your cursor between rows and column in the cell and just then simply press uh, the F4 key. The F4 key, what it will do, it will put dollar sign before a row and column index. Okay, if suppose F4 key is not working, you can manually put the dollar sign. Okay, by using shift enter shift, you will get dollar sign by using shift plus. Okay, so you can do that work. Okay, so just select shift and if you press 4. Okay, if you just select shift and press 4 before rows and column, and then you can easily fix the cell. Clear with everyone? I hope this much what we have done is clear with all of you. Thank you. I'll see you all in next class.